there any traditions that come with the week? Like, is there anything?
It is. Coach Hughes usually gives a good speech of how much he hates him or what it takes to win the game, which is always good. I mean, gets you fired up. Obviously, we have the egg with us, so that whole week the egg will be out at practice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, every day you go out and the egg is sitting on the 50-yard line. Well, in the past, the egg sitting on the 50-yard line of the practice or the turf field.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast with my boy Wally.
What's
my
up?
boy Goody. It's been a minute since we've been back. We've been having some technical issues and some guys in and out of town, but we're back. Some things have changed since we were last on the podcast. Number one, you guys all know there was a coaching change made. We're not going to talk about that at all right now out of respect for all parties involved. We got 2 games left. We're focused on that. So, you know, you guys will find out stuff and we find out stuff, and that's all we're going to say about it. Well, you got anything?
Nah, we got to go win 2 games.
Yeah, we're worried about football.
Yeah, football.
We got football games ahead. That's all we got.
Yeah.
But we also are upon Halloween season. Or not Halloween, sorry, Thanksgiving season.
Yeah.
A lot to be thankful for. So we'll hit on some stuff about that. Christmas is around the corner as well. Are you a Christmas tree before Thanksgiving?
Me personally, I'm after Thanksgiving, like the day after Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving night. But my girl, she's not going to be in town between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So she wanted to start doing it early. Yeah, they leaving next Tuesday, actually. So yeah, she want to start doing it early. So I guess we got to
They got to be flying, right?
Yeah, they gonna fly to either Chicago or Omaha. So one of them. They'll be out of town. I'll go catch up with them when we get done playing football.
How much land has she got up there in Nebraska?
Oh, they got a pretty good chunk. It's her granddad and her uncles. It's about, I don't know, a couple of thousand acres of farmland. Yeah. Which is not, I don't think that's a lot for Nebraska or whatever, but
I remember we went up there one time for a baseball. Yeah, dude. We went there for a baseball tournament one time. And you can just, look in a 360 circle and it's just flat for as long as you can see.
You can go stand in their backyard and just, like, the nearest range of hills or anything is like, it's a couple miles maybe. You can see it plain as day. Like, you can see a car driving up it plain as day. Yeah,
so we got 2 games left. Southern Miss, Ole Miss. Obviously, the Egg Bowl is the game of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Southern Miss is fun because we got some guys on Southern Miss from Mississippi State. Who's on that team that's from?
We got Armandus Cooley, which is a D lineman. Gabe Cavazos, offensive lineman. Dylan Lawrence, safety. Jay Hampton, corner. Who am I missing? I don't want to miss anybody. I don't think I am.
They have an offensive lineman.
Yeah, Gabe Cavazos.
Gabe.
Yeah, he left maybe 2 years ago. Maybe last year. Yeah, last year he left. Actually, I didn't notice he was gone. Sorry, Gabe. I think that's pretty much it.
State championship.
Yep, state.
When's the last time you played him before?
Played Southern?
Yeah.
Never played them.
Will's brothers on the team, right?
Yep. Will,
we got a cool little family.
Some guys I grew up with. You know, a crazy thing about Southern Miss. So I was actually about to go and commit to Southern Miss. I had a visit that day. Had like 3 offers: Southern Miss, Alcorn, and somebody else. I don't remember who else I had. Anyways, I was going on a visit. And I was going to commit that day to Southern. Getting up, getting dressed, and my phone rings. Brad Peterson.
No way.
State called me. I was like, man, you called me just in time because I was just about to go to Southern to commit. And he was like, well, what position you want to play in college? I was like, whatever position y'all want to put me at, just get me there. And that's when they offered me. And then went from there.
What was his role? Like, what was Brad Peterson's role?
Pretty sure it was close to the same thing now. So I don't know what his job title is. Maybe player personnel or maybe a recruiting job. I don't know.
I think he's the chief of staff now.
Yeah, he's the chief of staff now. Yeah. So, anyways,
sick,
that's what I called me. I still got the Twitter messages when he asked me for my phone number and everything from a while ago. I was actually looking at that about 2 weeks ago. Because I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. And I got on Twitter a couple weeks ago, and I was just strolling through my DMs and I saw that way down there. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome, dude.
That's a pretty cool story about Southern Miss and me.
I love unique stories about getting offers. That's cool.
It was crazy. It was like happened right on time.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What's Coach Hughes went to Southern Miss, right?
Went to Southern Miss.
It's a big
played at Southern Miss.
Mississippi schools are very intertwined, like very, very intertwined.
I think Coach Hughes coached at pretty much almost all the schools, big schools in Mississippi. I'm
Really?
pretty sure. Yeah, I know he coached at Jackson State, coached at Ole Miss. He coached at State, played and coached at Southern. Might be it. Maybe somewhere else. But I pretty much think that's it. The big major schools here.
Okay.
So yeah.
It'll be exciting. It'll be a fun game back home with the crowd. Should be some good excitement, and then of course you got the big one next week.
Oh yeah.
What's are there any traditions that come with the week? Like, is there anything?
It is. Coach Hughes usually gives a good speech of how much he hates him, or what it takes to win the game, which is always good. I mean, gets you fired up. Obviously, we have the egg with us, so that whole week the egg will be out at practice.
Really?
Yeah. Travel with the egg, obviously.
That's kind of cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like every day you go out and the egg is sitting on the 50-yard line. Well, in the past, the egg sitting on the 50-yard line of the practice or the turf field. And you just go out for practice. You see it. I guess it give you something to practice for. Yeah, that's pretty much the only ones I remember. Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm stoked about. Is like, I've never played on Thanksgiving, so like it's gonna be awesome to play like prime time.
Oh yeah, you're the only game on
the whole country, and then you get Friday, Saturday off to watch all the other rival games that go on, dude.
I usually, crazy thing about me is, no matter where we play, Oxford or State, as soon as the Egg Bowl is over, straight home. Like the day after Thanksgiving, every year.
Really?
Since I've been in college, yep.
How long of a drive is that?
Well, if we come from Oxford.
A minute.
Drive from Oxford. So last year, obviously, I hopped in the car. My aunt and my mom drove from Oxford to Starkville to my house to get my truck. Then I drove home. So about 6 or 7 hour trip. It's not horrible.
Yeah.
And when I got home, it was like 3 or 3:30. Stayed up at 4:30. My uncle got up at 4:30. We headed out.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of hunting trips, the guy behind the camera here just went on a pretty crazy one. Let's hear about how that went.
Yeah, I went to northwest Colorado, right on the Wyoming border, on an elk hunt. It was insane. You know, I've been to other states, but I've never been to a state like Colorado with that kind of, scenery, the mountains. I mean, it looks like a different planet from Mississippi, honestly.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was wake up, 5 in the morning, go out there, and the mornings you would walk and try to stalk them, and in the afternoons they'd take you somewhere and you'd sit on like a watering hole or a big game trail, and didn't see anything the first 2.5 days, and then Wednesday afternoon we were sitting in over this. It was gorgeous. It was a pond on top of a mountain, so we were sitting on this pond, and there's a mountain, the top of the mountain's over here, and you look this way and it just goes straight down into a valley. It was so cool.
That's wild.
Elk like to make this bugle.
I was just about to ask, how was the bugle?
Oh my! It was that was the craziest part. Yeah.
Is it loud?
Yeah, we heard them from the very top of the mountain, probably 2,000 yards away, and
wow.
My guide, they have like their own bugle.
Yeah.
And they were bugling back and forth for like 5 minutes.
So it's like turkey hunting.
Kinda, yeah.
But way louder. Probably way more intense.
Way louder.
Did you gun hunt or bow hunt?
Gun, yeah.
Dude, that's electric.
Sick.
Yeah,
Did you kill one?
Yeah.
Did you shoot down into the valley to kill it?
Yeah, it wasn't that far. He was, like I said, he was at the top of that mountain, and he slowly made his way down to a tree line, also pretty well up the mountain. And normally, before it gets dark, they move pretty slow and steady, because it's thick brush too. It's thick brush, and he was at this tree line, and I saw him disappear into the brush, coming like he was coming down the mountain. And I told my guide that I saw him, and he was like, "All right, he'll be down here in 10 minutes. He's probably gonna slowly make his way down. I'll keep calling him out now." And my guide's like, "Get your gun, get your gun, get your gun." And I had to panic, put it up on the rest, and he bugled at him one time, and I shot him. They're super tough. I mean, I did hit him a little behind on the first one. It was still a good shot, but I hit him a little behind, so he ran like 10 yards. Hit him in the exact same spot that I hit him the first time. So he ran like 5 more yards, and then I got one more shot off on him right through the lungs. So
3 shots is crazy. What were you shooting?
7 mag.
Yeah, that's a big guns. Yeah.
I mean, the guy, they were all saying that, either of the first 2 would have killed him. He would have ran, 300 yards away and then dropped. But I got a third off on him, and it was right through the lungs, and he fell right there.
That is electric.
I was literally,
I bet, dude.
That's my.
so much adrenaline.
That's
dude.
what I want to do as soon as I get done
It'd be so fun, dog.
with college.
It's awesome. And my dad was there too.
Yeah.
The whole time. The gun I killed it with was the same gun my dad used to kill his first elk with.
Was it your first elk?
Yeah.
That is sweet.
That's so awesome.
I want to
dude.
go and do that.
You need
so
to,
bad.
man. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
I just want to hear a bugle. I mean,
Yeah.
I watch videos on it all the time. I don't know if you know JD and Slade from Owens Outfitters.
Yeah, I've met him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I watch Slade's videos all the time when he goes out. Him and his his dad, they've been going for maybe 27 years, I think. 27 years straight. They go out to, well, I don't know where they go, New Mexico or something like that. And they go elk hunting every year. They've been doing it for 27 years with a bow,
That's awesome.
and they both leave with some almost every time.
Yeah. We had 10 people in our group. 5 people killed. 3 people wounded. They have a really strict wounding policy. If
Yeah.
you hit it and it doesn't drop, or if you draw blood, your hunt's done for the rest of the week.
Really?
Wow.
So 3 people that wounded, and then 2 people that never saw one close enough to shoot.
So was it all people that you were with, or was it just?
It was all people I was with. It was
okay.
a company hunt that
Yeah,
my family put on. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's so sick, dude. That'd be an all-timer. So I'm guessing that's kind of your fist pump
definitely my fist pump feature of the year.
of the year.
Yeah,
And just wait for that elk meat to come in too. I'm gonna.
is it sweeter than deer meat?
It's
or
less gamey.
less gamey.
It's a lot less gamey, and it's deer is lean, elk is leaner.
Yeah,
Like, it's crazy.
that's what I guess I meant to say. I
Yeah.
guess bear is sweet meat. That's
Yeah.
what they say.
It's very lean.
Yeah.
Like I got with the meat I got ground up. You don't have to add fat, but they
Yeah.
highly recommend it because it's just so lean. So I got 90-10 with pork fat in my ground beef. It's gonna be
That's sweet.
it's gonna be really
Dude,
good.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wally, what's your fist pump?
Oh, I don't know. I guess. Oh, my son came back this week.
Oh,
He's been
yeah.
gone for a week and a half. Obviously, they had their soccer tournament, SEC soccer tournament. So she was gone, and obviously we're busy with football and travel a lot or whatever. And he had to go to Chicago for a couple weeks. He finally came back this week, so
Let's
yeah, I'm
go.
fired up about that.
Create a little juice in the house.
Oh yeah, he can hold his neck up by himself now. He can sit up. He sat in his high chair for the first time the other day,
That's so
and he
lit, dude.
just turned 3 months.
That's so sick.
So yeah, I'm fired up about him. Strong.
That's awesome, dude. I love it. My fist pump of the week is that my parents are coming to the game Saturday, and then they're staying all week, and then they're
Going
gonna
to
get a
the
big
Egg Roll.
house. Yeah, get a big house for all my family. So all my family's coming in town. So Mama's gonna be cooking a lot. I'm kind of stoked for it.
Yeah, I might be over there with y'all a couple days next week.
Come on, son. Come on. But yeah, dude, it's been good. How about let's get back to some football. Speaking of Thanksgiving, a little NFL action. Just see what Josh Dobbs did last week, dude. Did you watch that game?
Which one?
The
I guess
Vikings,
not. No, I didn't see it.
dude. So his TikTok he made of his last, I don't know, week and a half. He was in Cleveland. No, he's not. He was in Arizona. Starts the game for him. I can't remember if they win or not. Post game press conference. The head coach goes before Josh, and then Josh went. And the head coach looks at Josh, and he's like, "Hey, you're starting next week for us in Cleveland against the Browns." And he's like, "Okay, cool." Well, then he gets called in the head coach's office the next day on Monday, and the coach is
Right.
like, "Well, he's like, hey, you're actually not starting. We're going to start the rookie leading up to Kyler's return, but you're still on the team. Like, we're not going to cut you." He's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, cool." Well, then he gets a text from his agent that night. He's like, "Hey, you might be traded today." Ends up waking up the next morning. Boom, gets a call. He's traded to Minnesota. Gets to Minnesota by Tuesday night or Wednesday. They played Sunday, but he wasn't starting. And so they started a rookie. Well, the rookie got hurt in Minnesota. So then he had to play. And he was like practicing his cadence with the linemen at the game. Like he had never taken a snap with the entire team. And so he's like, all the linemen are surrounding him. And he's like, ready, and just going through his cadence over and over again so they can hear him. And then he went off for like 3 touchdowns, 280 yards, and they won the game.
Wow,
Game-winning drive against the Falcons.
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. And they
That's
won again
awesome.
this week. It's 2-0. It's kind of cool. It's a cutthroat business. That's how, dude. Scott, who unfortunately had on, but he was telling me, I tell you the story about him in the airport and stuff.
No.
Dude, so he goes out to the Saints. Well,
Yeah, picked
he
up by
does
the
his pro day and stuff. Gets called by the Saints. Tells him he'll be there. Gets there for rookie minicamp. Goes through rookie minicamp, and he said the process is in a way to where after the third day, when you're coming from the hotel to the facility for your third day of rookie minicamp, you bring all your stuff because you're either getting on a van and going to the airport, or you're going up to the GM's office, signing a contract, and getting an apartment or something.
Yeah.
And so everybody does it. And so he was like, we finished practice. No one grabbed me. So I went and showered, grabbed my stuff, started to walk out of the building. And then one of their front office guys came and grabbed me real quick before I went out the door and was like, hey, coach wants to see you. So he put his stuff down, went up, talked to coach. Coach was like, hey, man, we love what you did here. Like, here's a contract. We want to sign you. Welcome to New Orleans. You're a Saint. And so he gets ready to sign the contract. He's like, hey, you just got to go do your physical real quick. Like, it's just, you're a Saint. You just got to do this physical real quick. So goes downstairs, walks out, leaves, wakes up. Yeah, he comes back the next day, does the physical. The trainer's like, hey, you're good with us. Go see so-and-so. So him and the other two guys that they signed out of like the 70 guys that were there ended up going and sitting in a room, and they grabbed the first guy, grabbed his ID, walked in, signed papers, leave. Second guy, and then Scott stands up for the third guy, the last guy, and their front office guy goes, hey, unfortunately there's been kind of a mix-up of numbers. We're gonna have to let you go. And so before he's like, I told my family I was gonna be a Saint. I told my friends I was signing with the Saints, and then boom, less than 24 hours later, boom, done. So he's like, all right, well, I gotta figure this out. So then he's like, all right, I'm gonna fly back through Atlanta, back to Mississippi. So he gets on a plane, goes to Atlanta, ends up missing his flight, so he has to take a later flight, and then he has a layover of like 10 hours. So he goes and hangs at his auntie's house, comes back to the airport, he's getting ready to go on the plane, gets a call, and they're like, hey, where are you at right now? And he's like, I'm in Atlanta. And it was one of their front office guys from Saints, and he's like, all right, well, don't get on that flight. We're gonna buy a flight back to New Orleans. We're gonna sign you. And he's like, shoot, okay. Gets back on a plane, goes back to New Orleans, and there's a guy in the airport waiting on him once he gets out of like past security with the contract. They signed the contract in the airport.
Wow.
That's wild, dude.
He's got some good stuff going on here in West Point.
Yeah, bro, he's killing it, dude. His performance, we were talking about, dude, his performance business is crushing it, dude.
Yeah.
He's a big dude too, bro.
Huge.
He is huge. I mean, he's a strong human being. But what he was here, he went to Bama, and then he was here for 1 year.
Went to Bama. He was here a year or two.
And then took the year off.
Then took a year off. He was a strength and conditioning intern. Yeah. Then obviously did pro day. Made it. Think he got hurt again.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Knee.
I mean, shoot, if you're a lineman jumping 10 feet broad and 30-inch vert,
yeah.
I mean, you're going to get signed, especially when you're that big.
Super athletic.
Yeah, dude. He's a beast, though.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, dude. The A&M game, that was a fun place to play. The smoke at the beginning of the game was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, the opening kickoff return was so lit.
Yeah.
Bro, so lit. That was awesome. Dude, what's one thing that's been cool for me, at least, has been like the last 5 weeks in a row. We went from playing at Arkansas, where my brother-in-law plays, and then we went to, Kentucky?
Played against Kentucky, yeah.
No, it was Auburn.
Went to Auburn.
Auburn, where one of my good friends plays, and he's actually dating Alexa's sister. So he's dating my sister-in-law, and he's one of my best friends. He was my wedding. And then we went to Kentucky, and one of my best friends from middle school was their kicker. Yeah. So I got to see him. And then this past week, I'm good buddies with A&M's quarterback and tight end. Yeah. And then one of their walk-on receivers is Alexa's cousin. So then I got to see him. It's on a family. So each game, I've got pictures of all of our families, or me and the person together for the past 5 games. It's been super lit. But back to A&M, old Jimbo Fisher, 76 million.
Yeah.
Well, I read something, it was $206,000 a day or something like
206 or 8 a day for the remainder of the season, I guess.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Jimbo, go get yourself a nice margarita and enjoy the sunset, sir.
Margarita, don't go get anything.
Yeah,
get somebody to deliver it.
Don't go
to your bed.
You're okay. So you're Jimbo Fisher. Or you're Coach O from a couple years ago. What's the first thing you're doing?
The first thing I'm doing?
You're
getting on a plane, and I'm just telling it to take me somewhere.
I'm getting on the plane, buying the plane mid-flight, and then telling them to go somewhere. I want to go all-inclusive for a week. I don't want anybody. I want to be alone with the wife. I want to be on a beach somewhere where it is all-inclusive every day, all day.
I don't think I go to a beach though. I go like on a hunt somewhere, like on a. I don't know what kind of hunt I would go on.
It'd be fun to go to like Montana or something and just.
I think I go to Arkansas and pay the game warden and the people in charge to just let me shoot as much as I want to.
Hey, bud, here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Plenty of it. What would you do, Carson?
Either one of those are good. A fishing trip, maybe.
Fishing trip. Fishing trip.
Yeah, my dad's been in, I think Idaho is where they go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
That'd be fun.
All-inclusive resort would be, I mean, that'd be the first thing I would do, I think, is go somewhere and just have all my needs met for an entire week or month. Not have to worry about it. Just go to breakfast, go to lunch, go to dinner, go to the beach, have a beverage or two. Yeah.
Dude, they had these drinks
Not have
on
to
our
worry about
honeymoon.
anything.
They had these drinks on our honeymoon called Sammy Sosa's. And it's a mix of like I can't remember the three things it was a mix of, but it's a blue frozen drink. Bro, it's like 800 calories per drink because it's so sugary. But when I tell you it is the best thing in the entire world, dog, oh my gosh, bro. Those places are cool too because they've got like poker night one night. We got like a cigar night one night. Like just dope stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh man, I could kill a trip right now. I could kill a weekend away.
Where did y'all go exactly?
We went to Cap Cana. It's like Punta Cana. It's like right below Punta Cana in the DR.
Yeah.
Bro, super like, you always hear about going to third world countries and like it being really sketchy flying in, like getting where you're going. Bro, it was great. Like we pre-booked everything. So we landed, went through customs, got to our car service. They took us straight to the resort. When we were done, we had a time that we were supposed to meet them at the front of the resort. They picked us up, took us back to the airport, went right in, took off. It was awesome, dude. It was great. It was for anybody who need a fun week getaway, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, super dope.
I don't like airplanes. That's my problem.
Dude, I love flying.
I hate
Bro,
airplanes.
you should have seen Joe Head on Friday flying to College Station. Boy, he was gripping the seat tighter than daggum. I mean, it was unbelievable, dude. It's hilarious.
My girlfriend's family, they went to Jamaica this past spring break. I was supposed to go, passport didn't come in time. I was like kind of sad I didn't go, but also I didn't want to make that flight. And next year, we're supposed to be going to somewhere outside of the country. I think it's like maybe Paris, somewhere. Anyways, I am terrified to go.
Long flights are the best, dude. Like
it was like a 3.5 hour flight.
Bro, well, Mike was telling me, bro, from Vandy last year, they flew from Nashville to Honolulu to play Hawaii, like straight, direct. 8 hours.
Well, we flew to, I guess in 8 hours.
Arizona.
We flew to Arizona. Miserable. And then we had did I tell this story already?
Oh, tell this on the way back? Yeah, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen to this, Carson.
So
this is
way
wild.
back from Arizona last year. I mean, we leave. Obviously, their time is, so like, we played at 8 o'clock their time, so it was 10 o'clock here. So we got done around, I guess, midnight their time.
I'm well aware. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, so we got done around midnight, I guess. We get on go ahead, shower,
Like 12 after dark.
do all that. Takes an hour, I guess. So it's like their time 1:30. By the time we get on the bus and get to the airport, I'm guessing. So we leave there at about 1:30 their time, maybe 2 something their time, and we're flying back. And I mean, we fly back. We see the sun rises. I mean, it gets bright mid-flight, and then we finally get to the area. He's like, "All right, we got the normal thing. We got 15 minutes until we'll be on the ground." So we're getting ready to go down or going down or whatever. And I mean, like we can see the runway, and then the plane just goes back up. He's like, "It's a little too foggy for us to land or whatever." This is this pilot's first time flying or being the main captain of a flight, so we're all terrified. So we go back up. He was like, "We're gonna circle around and try to let some of the fog clear." So we're circling around for about 30 minutes, and then comes back on. Unfortunately, we're getting low on fuel, and we may have to go to a different airport and come back later or whatever. So we circle for about 30 more minutes. Then finally they came on. All right, we got to go to a different airport. We're getting really low on fuel. So we go to Birmingham. We land, sit there for about an hour. It's about our time. It's about 8:45 in the morning. So we land. That set of pilots get off the plane. They bring on new pilots. They got to do the paperwork all over again. Didn't let us get off the plane. Mind you that. Didn't let us. They told us we can go to the bathroom, come back to our seat. That's it. Refuel the plane. come back to Starkville. We get back to Starkville at about 10:15 that morning. Get back, drive 30 minutes from Columbus to back to campus or whatever. Go home, take a nap, basically. Had to be back up here at 1:30 for lift that day.
Boy, I would have been hot.
We didn't practice that night though. That was good things. We didn't practice that night. We just had lifting meetings. But yeah, it was crazy. It was miserable.
Could you imagine, dude? I'm trying to think of if I got any crazy flying stories. That's wild, dog.
Yeah.
We barely made it out of Denver, flying back from Colorado. Yeah, we were supposed to. There was a 3.5, 4 hour drive where we were from Denver, but it was the closest big airport, and so we just rented a rental car, and we were supposed to wake up Saturday morning and drive back for our flight, but we had to leave Friday afternoon because there was a snowstorm coming in Friday night and Saturday morning. So we got a hotel right by the airport. Woke up, it had snowed, but they were still letting planes out, luckily. Right as we were boarding, it started snowing. And I was like, oh, please don't let us get stuck on the runway, please, God. And we got out, luckily, landed in Atlanta, walked around, found somewhere to get food, sat down, and one of the guys we were with was texting his wife, and I guess she was tracking the flights out of Denver looking for us, and she said pretty much right after we took off, they canceled all the flights, delayed all the flights. We were one of the last planes out.
Dude,
wow.
We would have been.
That's wild.
We got to Atlanta at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, so we were getting back late anyways. We would have been delayed till, at least the next day.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
That's how, for us on the way back from LA from the Natty last year. I mean, it was monsooning in that city all week, and the city was like flooding. It was wild. But we took off. We had 2 planes. It was players, coaches, families, monster plane. Like, I'm talking, like, you see the cool planes on TV, like, it was that.
Double engines.
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm talking, like, first class was a bed, like, wild stuff. I didn't have first class, unfortunately, but, like, a lot of guys were first class. And then the second plane, which is a big plane, but it was a normal plane. It was, like, cheerleaders, band, all that kind of stuff. Well, we take off. We had a delay on the runway. We take off, 4-hour flight, 4.5-hour flight. We land. It's like 7:30. All of us go out and have a good time that night. It's like 10:30, and like some of us are wondering where some of our friends are at from the cheerleaders and stuff. Bro, they didn't get back till like 4 a.m. because as soon as we took off, they held the second plane and held it for like 5 hours.
Why?
Because the rain was the flooding was so bad.
So they didn't get back to Georgia.
Bro, bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was wild. But they served us like a 4-course meal on that flight, bro. I'm talking like salad first, and then like a soup, and then we had like a Italian like bread with pasta, and then like a chocolate chip cake. Bro, it was insane, dude.
Wow.
Talk about fun flying. That was watch 2 movies.
Yeah, I think I don't mind that.
Yeah, I mean that'll enhance the experience a little bit. I love the airport, dude. I love traveling. I love everything about it, bro.
I mean, I like if I'm flying with, I don't know. I guess it's different because when I flew with my girlfriend, like I was fine. I guess, well, the plane obviously had TVs on it. I mean, I had a drink or 2 on the plane, so I was fine there.
I'm definitely more of a Delta guy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what it was, Delta.
I'm definitely more of a Delta guy. The TVs are nice. The Wi-Fi's huge.
Bro.
Phone charging ports, big time.
Yep.
Our plane design last going to conversation was weird.
Yeah, it just had
the color. Well, had the colors on the outside too.
Butterfly plane.
Well, dude, it was like purple, blue, yellow, orange, red, green. Or no,
they said it was a Hawaiian plane or something like that.
Well, there was that, and then there was a tractor, and like someone on our bus, we pulled up, and they're like, "All right, you can't have both. Pick one: the tractor or the Pride plane. What are we doing?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But we had charging ports.
Yeah, we did have charging ports.
Bro, there was a lady. One of the ladies that was one of the stewardesses was that handled like the exit row people. Was not very kind. It was and the captain. How about the captain saying what he said on the way back? Did you hear him?
What did he say?
He was like, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 10 minutes from the airport. Listen, we appreciate you flying with us today. We're sorry, the loss today. The game didn't, go the way you guys wanted it to. We apologize for that." And he said one more thing, and I was like, "Yeah, you gotta learn how to say things when it's just not the right time, bro." Like,
we can't actually do nothing to him because he's in charge of our lives at that moment.
Yeah, we're about 15,000 feet in the air at that point. Yeah, there ain't no retaliation for that.
I do appreciate them telling us it was gonna be a bumpy ride. I like to have a warning.
Yeah, I like a nice heads up. That's for dang sure. That ain't no doubt. But
Yep.
Carson, Thanksgiving's next week. Hit us with our blind draft.
All right, today we have a blind draft of Thanksgiving foods. Y'all were talking earlier about Christmas tree before or after Thanksgiving. I'm strictly after Thanksgiving guy. You gotta give Thanksgiving its respect.
Oh yeah.
Mostly because of the food. I'm a
America.
huge Thanksgiving food guy. So we'll start it off with a Thanksgiving classic, dressing.
Easy 5. I hate dressing.
I'm gonna go 2.
You never had good dressing. though.
Exactly.
Don't like
No
it.
way you had good dressing if you hate it.
This-
Bet.
All right, next we got turkey.
4.
4.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm not the biggest turkey guy. Cranberry sauce.
3.
5.
Yeah.
It'd be a 6 for me, but there's no 6.
Yeah, you messed up putting stuff in there.
No, stuffing's definitely
Or dressing there.
Dressing would be 6. The cranberry sauce would be 5.
This guy. This one isn't really Thanksgiving, but it's always there. Mac and cheese.
2.
3.
Oh. 3?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna be. I want to save one. I'm hoping you say something.
Well, last. That's
Come on.
probably not what you're thinking of. I have green beans.
Oh, man.
What?
What? I was hoping for some sweet potato
I
casserole.
was hoping for
I forgot.
ham or
I didn't want to put ham mayo
pie,
turkey.
sweet potato pie,
Sweet potato.
I was going to do hash brown casserole, but
hash brown
That would be
casserole.
Dude, I love hash brown casserole.
hash
dude.
brown casserole is great.
Okay, best breakfast hash browns. Where?
Waffle House.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, what about like tater tots? Like
Sonic.
really?
I like
They're-
McDonald's hash browns, the big oval one.
I'm not a fan.
I'm a big Chick-fil-A hash brown guy.
Yeah, those are good.
See, I like the loose hash browns more than so like Starbucks Cafe and
There's are
obviously
good.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
A nice
Some
little,
ketchup in them.
nice little hash brown bowl from Waffle House.
Do y'all like y'all's hash browns with cheese or ketchup?
both
Ketchup.
and crispy?
Can't go with the cheese. I like the ketchup.
Yeah, they got to be a little crispy.
Yeah,
Smothered,
crispy.
covered, lovered, whatever it all is at the Waffle House. Dude, we need some more breakfast spots, bro.
Yeah, Bluto's just started doing breakfast. I saw
What about the spot we went to in Dove Hut that day?
Tin
the
Lizzie
thing? Yes.
in West Point.
Yes.
That they've
solid.
got very good breakfast. Every time, or most of the time, when me and my friends go out there, we stop there on the way in, back to Starkville and get
Yep.
breakfast. They're solid.
My girlfriend told me that the grill serves breakfast. I didn't know that.
Someone told me
On
the grill was
Sundays.
really good.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the
Dude,
grill?
I have. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. Dude, I heard. What's the restaurant?
Tyler?
Restaurant Tyler has fire breakfast brunch on
Yeah.
Sundays.
Have you been to dinner?
Is it
We
good?
went so the offense are no, it was receivers and Will took the receivers basically. And we went for dinner and I got a steak and I think somebody had got fish or shrimp and grits or something. I mean everybody was like very satisfied
over
with
it.
their order. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
It was great. Got their
love it.
appetizers.
Fire.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
That's awesome, dude. I love it.
Yeah, we're lacking on good breakfast spots.
That's,
Yeah, it's
'Cause all the good ones are always crowded.
yeah,
know,
you got
dude.
Starbucks Cafe super crowded on
Always
Sundays.
packed.
Every time.
Always.
Waffle House on Sundays is crowded. It's really the only day we actually get to like
Do
just
something.
go to breakfast.
Yeah, I know, dude.
So
Enjoy
it
a
is.
cup of coffee. Oh, I
Yeah.
could kill a cup of coffee right now.
Yeah, me too.
Man.
this is a good one.
Is that it, boys?
We are at 39 minutes.
It's not bad. It's good. I'll close it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for our first episode back with the gang. Tune in to the boys' game at, I guess y'all will be seeing this next week. So, Ole Miss, Egg Bowl, Thursday night, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
Happy
night.
Thanksgiving to everybody. Have fun with the family and friends, whoever you're celebrating with. Cheer on us against Ole Miss and hit us up on our socials. Appreciate it.